What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the LinkedIn Raw YouTube series. In this series, we break down all of my raw LinkedIn strategies, from monetization to engagement strategies to your content creation to inbound, outbound. You get all of the raw strategies that I'm using to build a profitable business in 2026. Now, in this specific video, we're going to break down the proven systems that I'm using in 2026 to create viral content on LinkedIn. Now, organic content is by far the #1 way to grow your personal brand and your business on the platform, and it has over 1 billion users as of today. Now, if you're looking to build a business on LinkedIn to get clients, to grow a following, or even if you just simply want to learn more about the platform, this video is going to be for you. Now, throughout this training, I'm going to be using a tool called Supergrow. This is a third-party software for scheduling content, my engagement strategy, my analytics, and everything else that I utilize for LinkedIn. And you can sign up using the link on this sheet. Now, before I get into the system today, you can actually access everything that I show you in this video in the description of this video down below. So make sure you get that and follow along. All right, so the first part of this video, we're going to break down how to write scroll stopping hooks on LinkedIn. Now, your LinkedIn posts consistently need to start with a strong scroll stopping hook, period. You typically only have a few seconds to pull readers into your content, which is why a hook is so crucial to get perfect. Now, here are a few posts that I've actually created with strong hooks, so you can kind of see visually how and actually what they look like when it comes to writing these hooks and what it's going to look like into this training. So let me just show you guys a couple posts here. So we've got this first one here is a LinkedIn post I did actually just last week, and this hook looks something like this. So LinkedIn keeps changing, but most of the fundamentals remain the same. I've been building for 3 years straight, and these are 3 things that never stopped working. So first off, I'm targeting people that are building on LinkedIn because that's the platform that I'm using, okay? Then I say, but most of the fundamentals remain the same. So people are like, oh, okay, he's talking about something that I'd like to know about. Like, what are the fundamentals? What does that look like? I'm building some curiosity here. So curiosity style hook. Then I'm saying I've been building here for 3 years straight. Credibility, trust, social proof, and basically experience here on the platform. And these 3 things that have never stopped working. Again, curiosity, people want to know what I'm building. Okay, so next we've got post number 2. Let me show you guys this as well. I did post this actually last week as well. I've been building up my business on LinkedIn for 3 years. Here's what actually works. Boom, curiosity, that's it. If people want to see what's working on LinkedIn, they're going to click on this post. Okay, then last but not least, we've got post number 3. Here, which is, I posted this 5 days ago. Here's my straightforward system for making money on LinkedIn without a large following. So this is targeting anyone on LinkedIn who doesn't have a large following and who wants to sell more and build a business here. So again, curiosity, and this post really dives into how to do this. So that's going to be another great hook here, which I'll share with you guys here in this video how to build. So first, you should know that making your hooks personalized will help them perform 100x better than using a generic hook. Generic is not the way to go. You're going to want to use words like I and my to showcase that the post is about your journey, your systems, and your breakdowns. And it obviously depends on the post, of course. So here are some personalized hook examples. The first one, here's how I scaled to 40,000 followers without ads. That's good. You've got the social proof and numbers and without something. This is my exact system for writing viral posts in less than 15 minutes a day. Okay, that's pretty good. We want to learn the exact system for writing viral posts using a number 15 minutes a day. And then here's one. Oh, here's a social proof. I grew from $0 to $25,000 a month with LinkedIn. Here's how. Boom. Really easy to go. That's perfect. Okay. So length of your hooks should not exceed the first 3 lines of the post. Guys, this is very crucial. So watch this part. I like to write 2 types of hooks. First, there's the 2-lined scroll stopper. Then we also have the 1-liner with brackets. So let me show you guys first the 2-liner scroll stopper. So this is going to be 2 lines here, okay? I posted this about a week ago. Nobody knows what you do. And if you're selling something, that's a problem, okay? So it's 2 lines separated by 1 white space. And all I said was, nobody knows what you do. So people are going to read this and be like, that's not true. People know what I do. Okay, well, and if you're selling something, that's a problem. So I'm basically telling people, okay, if no one knows what you do, and you're probably selling something, which I know my entire audience sells something, that's a problem. So I'm basically hitting my entire audience and making them feel like, oh, what the heck, that's not true. And it's like emotional, and they're going to read this post. So that's going to be a 2-liner with white space in between. Both are less than 50 characters long. Then if I go back to my other one, I'll show you guys what this 1-liner with brackets looks like. So this one here is just a one-liner. What exactly is this new LinkedIn 360 brew algorithm change and what you need to know? And then I have a white space after that. So all people can see on LinkedIn is this. When they scroll through my posts, they scroll by on their feed or timeline, they're not going to see any of the posts, only this first line. So I'm basically telling them what is this new LinkedIn 360 brew algorithm change, so people are curious about what it is and what you need to know about it, so how to actually build with it. Boom. That's a one-liner. So you don't have the two lines with the white space. You've just got the one-liner. So those are the two types of hooks that I'm going to be using throughout this video. Okay. So for the two-line hook that I showed you, each line should stay below 35 to 50 characters is good. This is the ideal link for mobile devices. A lot of my audience is on mobile. A lot of yours is too. So don't forget that. You can make this one much longer for the one-liner hook, but stay below 3 lines on mobile devices like I was telling you. Those first 3 lines, they can see that and nothing else. The second hook will end with the brackets here. You don't have to do brackets. You can also use a colon if you want, but that's just my example here. You can do either as seen as I showed you. Okay, so to write scroll stopping hooks, here's where you should focus on. Make readers curious, curiosity hooks. I couldn't believe when this happened, curiosity. Start with something controversial. You might hate me for this, but my exact opinion or my some sort of controversial topic there. All right, numbers and results. This strategy got my new client XYZ results. So this strategy I'm about to share with you got my client 100,000 new followers. You don't want to share false stuff, but just show results there. And then your personal strategies. Here's how I grew my following to 10,000 in under 6 months. Or here's how I grew my following to 40,000 in under 10 months. You get the point. So the more you focus on hinting towards what's actually inside of the content you're creating without clickbaiting, that's for YouTube. You shouldn't even do that on YouTube. The better your post will perform as people will take the time to read it or at least skim your post. So guys, that's going to be the system for writing scroll stopping hooks. Once you can get this down, you're good to start doing your clear writing, which is a lot better than clever writing. We're going to focus on clear and simple. My biggest recommendation when focusing on writing clear versus clever content is your formatting. 99% of people online will skim all of your content. They're not going to read the whole thing, especially if they're new viewers. So use this as your advantage, and I call this the 1-3-to-1 formatting. And it looks like this. So we've got a one-liner here because in reality, you probably don't have a content strategy that drives leads, funnel system, outbound, inbound combo. That's the 3. And then below that, we have a 1. The LinkedIn algorithm works differently compared to literally every other platform. So we have one-liner here, 3 lines here, one-liner here. Now, I do this throughout all of my posts. You're going to see a 1-3-1. You're going to see 1-5-1. You're going to see 1-2-1. You always see this this formatting, which is like a bullet points or a numbered list or like arrows, but it's 1, 3 of something, 1. This format is very easy to skim, and it can really help you portray the information you're trying to tell your audience, okay? So this writing method makes it easy for your readers to skim through your posts instead of reading a massive paragraph. And then for your one-liners, make sure they stay less than 35 characters to 50, and that'll make sure that on mobile devices, you can see that exactly what it looks like. And if you use Supergrow, you can easily view that. Now, the following writing hack, I guess you can call it, utilizes numbered lists and bullet points as much as possible, like I was saying right here. Every post I create typically has 1 to 3 bulleted lists or numbered lists, making it easy for my audience to go from point A to point B very, very quickly, and it looks like this. Bullet point list here. This could be a numbered list. I do this in every single post I create. If you guys go onto Google, just type in bullet points to text. Don't use the little dashes on your keyboard. They don't look good. Just type in bullet points to text on your Google, and you can just copy paste the bullet point. It's really easy to go from there. Okay. So the next thing is keep your bulleted number list to a maximum of 35 characters. Like I was saying, this is great for mobile devices. This part of your post is called the body of your post, which is between your post hook and CTA. So hook, body, CTA. Okay. Every piece of content you create on LinkedIn should look like this. You have your post hook, which is the first part, attract, create curiosity, pull readers into your story. Post body, you want to create emotion, be relatable, show your problem solution awareness, get people to read the post and be like, wow, I really feel something here. I want to keep going. I want to learn more about what you have to offer. Post CTA, your purpose of the post, the next step for your audience. Your audience see your post, they click on it. What are you going to do now? Where do you take them next? A landing page, a paid offer, free offer, whatever it is, take them somewhere else, okay? And then as you edit your post drafts, remove any words that bring 0 new value. Excess copy, fluff, unnecessary words, make your content less readable. All these things are bad, guys. Remove it all. And if you follow this format, if you use the tips I've shared above and make your posts easy to skim, practice over time, you're going to become an expert writer. I promise you this. I've been doing this for 3 years on LinkedIn. The more I practice, the more I write, the more I post, I just get better at creating content and I get people to go from point A to point B, which is become a viewer to a follower to a buyer. It's that simple. Okay. So once you've got your hook here, which we talked about, your body, we can now start with writing call to actions that actually convert. So this is the CTA, the very last bit of your post. Okay. So at the end of each of your posts on LinkedIn, this is where the conversions happen. Want more followers, want to build an email list, want to sell your new offer, the CTA is going to do all these things for you. Now, a CTA, or what I call a call to action, will tell your readers what you want from them. If you leave a post with no CTA, your audience is left with nothing, which is basically pushing them into a wall. Like they have nowhere to go. You've just ended with nothing, okay? So let me show you guys some posts here that I recently made that I can show you what some CTAs would look like. So if you go here, you can see this type of post is a YouTube CTA. My advice, invest in your work. I filmed a 4-minute video that breaks it all down. Get my full setup view here. So this is going to be a CTA to my YouTube content. Now I can show you another one here. This next one is going to be a CTA for my workshop that I had. So I say, you have to scale your business today. You can start seeing more growth today. But if you're willing to make these changes, let's do this alongside each other. So I'm telling you, we can build alongside each other. I've got some cool visuals. And I say, even my dog jumped into the workshop last week. He wanted the strats too. Join us here. I have a cool picture of my dog. And then I shared the CTA here. So you go to here, and that's going to take people to my school community. Again, another type of CTA. And the last one I have here for you guys is my third type of CTA, which is to a paid offer. Or I even just have no link at all, and I get people to ask questions, comment on my post, and then I'll send them my paid offer. So I say, don't rely on chat for your content. Use it for inspiration. I always recommend using AI, but use it properly. Mess around with the simple prompt above and let me know how it goes if you get some ideas, right? So I gave a simple ChatGPT prompt here, and I'm telling people utilize it and show me in the comments. So I got 119 comments from this one, and a lot of people were showing me their strategies, and I was actually able to sell a lot of my products in the comment section. So keep that in mind too. Okay, so every post you create should have a single purpose, okay? Never use multiple CTAs in a post. Each post should have one CTA. So subscribe to free newsletter, obtain emails, download a free lead magnet, emails, one-on-one consulting call, find prospects for your high ticket, join a waitlist, again, obtain emails, follow me for more content, grow a following. Whatever your CTA is, it has one purpose, okay? So this is the purpose here. Define your purpose. Now, this is what mine looks like. Obtain emails is about 50% of my post. Growing my following is about 20%. Booking one-on-one calls is about 20%. Paid offers is about 10%. Since most of my selling happens through my newsletter and email content, I do spend most of my time obtaining emails. So guys, once you've done CTAs, you can now go and analyze post performance to write better content. This is what we're going to use Supergrow for. So the final step is creating viral content on LinkedIn is to go through your posts you've already created on the platform, and using Supergrow, you can do all this. So did any of your posts perform poorly? I want you to rework your poor content and your CTAs. And if your posts perform well, I want you to double down on those ideas and do more of them because you know it's going to work already, okay? So if I go to my analytics here, I can actually show you guys what this looks like. If you scroll here, Supergrow tells you, okay, your best post, 1.6 your normal average. Here's my worst post, 0.3x your average. That's really bad, it needs improvement. So I can look at both these posts and I can say, okay, both these posts need to be adjusted. I can make this a little bigger so you can see. So this one was a 1.6, my average. This was really bad. And then if I go to 1.3 here on the screen here, I'll actually make this easier for you guys to see. You can see that I have, let's see, hot take. So, okay, so we've got hot take here, and then we've got 1.6, 0.3. Okay, so 0.3 average gain. This one was really bad. This one was really good. So utilize your information that you have from your content to know what I should post more of, what I should post less of, but utilize a tool like Supergrow to do exactly that, guys. And that's going to be the best strategy for LinkedIn. Anyways, that's it for today's LinkedIn Raw session. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please drop them below this post. And like I said, what I want you to do this week is practice your hooks, practice your body, practice your CTAs, and just send me your posts. Show me what's going on. Join my LinkedIn community on School in the description of this video and share with us what you're building on LinkedIn. I want to see what you're building. I want to see what you're selling and how your progress is so I can see, are my strategies working for you? That's going to be it, guys. I'll see you in the next amazing video. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next epic LinkedIn video.